Has your portfolio grown stale, old, and rusty? Is it time for a much-needed upgrade? Give your portfolio new life with these 5 tips. Graphic, 3D, web, or animation. The best way to show your work is in a portfolio. A portfolio is where all of your past projects come together to showcase your experience and capabilities. Portfolios have evolved over the years, from simple printed samples to oversized cases to projectors and 35mm slides. Today, of course, most portfolios are digital, no film, no projector, and easy to make changes. So if it's so simple, why does just the thought of it make you feel ill? Okay, 5 tips to a better portfolio. Number 1, set goals. Why are you creating a portfolio, and what do you hope to achieve? It should be more than just a class project or a mundane exercise because everybody's doing it. What problem does your portfolio solve? How will it help you get what you want? Your portfolio is more than a tool. It is an asset that you will continue to invest in throughout your career. And when done right, you will reap the benefits exponentially. So have a game plan. Where do you plan to be in 5 or 10 years? What role will your portfolio play in achieving each step? Write it down. Write it down. There is power in the written word. It helps you focus, organize, and reflect. Be intentional, so write it down. Number 2, be selective. Skipping step 1 turns step 2 into a guessing game. Or you select projects for your portfolio because you like them, or you worked on them for a long time, or your grandmother really liked them. That is not the best way to build your best look. You should select pieces for your portfolio that help you meet your goals. I know it can be hard to pass on projects that have been around so long that the tools you use to create them don't exist anymore. But our portfolio has a job to do, so make the tough decision and get rid of the dead weight. Select the best work that works best for you. There is no set number of how many pieces you should show. Some say 10, some say 20. I have heard that some successful designers only show 3 pieces. In the end, it is up to you, and it may take a little trial and error to figure out what works best. A couple of things to think about. Showing too few pieces might make you look like you have no experience. Including too many might make you look like an amateur that can't make a decision. Your portfolio should tell a story of your creative journey. You want just enough pieces to clearly communicate your experience as a complete creative. But you also want to leave them wanting a little bit more. If you are just starting out and don't have a lot of projects, one of your major goals might simply be to get more good work to choose from. Number 3, show and tell. It is important that you give good thought to how your work is organized and formatted. Branding. Will you add your logo and branding to the bottom right corner of each project? Will you add your work to a mock-up to help it look more real? Do you have physical examples that you can photograph? Will you include models holding your work, using the product? The next thing to consider is the structure. You want to decide how you organize your work. Do you want to present it in chronological order to show your development over time? Do you want to group projects together that feature similar skill sets or themes? Do you want to use case studies and maybe organize by client? And what about content? In addition to the final designs and short descriptions explaining what you did and how it solved the client's problems, what else might you include that gives insight into your creative process? For example, do you include things like mood boards, concept sketches, and the different versions that you developed along the way? If the project involved an update or total redesign, do you show the before and after with a comparative analysis? What you show and how you show it are important, so give it some thought. Number 4, where you at? It's a safe bet that your portfolio will be online. Last time I checked, the internet is vast, and you want the right people to be able to see your work. So it is important to select the best platform where you can present your work to a wide audience or a more focused demographic depending on your goals. There are many options. You can create your own website. This allows you full control, but it might take a little longer. Or you can use a service like Wix or Squarespace. You have less control and less ability to customize, but it can be faster and you can get up and running more quickly. You can also use websites like Behance and Dribbble, where you can post your work with others in the design community. These portfolio/job board sites get a lot of traffic. However, it can be challenging to stand out because there are so many other designers posting their work there. Of course, you can use social media platforms like Instagram, X, and LinkedIn to show your work and interact with other designers and those interested in what you do. Going back to step number 1, do your research and set goals. Learn about these apps and platforms to discover which one or combination of will best suit your needs. Number 5, rinse and repeat. Portfolio development is not a one and done. As you grow and transform as a professional, you will tackle new projects and opportunities that require you to reassess where you are and where you want to go. It is natural that our goals may change or minor course corrections along the way are needed. So if you don't get everything perfect the first time around, that's okay. Hang in there. You will have plenty of opportunities for do-overs. Learn what works and what needs work. Some say focus on your strengths. Others say concentrate on improving the weak areas of your game. I think it's a little bit of both. You want to do some things well, but also have a good working knowledge of other areas. This versatility can often separate you from the pack. Let's recap. The first step is to set goals. The second is to be courageous and select only the right projects. Third, organize and present your work in a way that communicates what you do best. Fourth, put your work on the right platforms and in front of as many eyes as possible. Fifth, continually update your projects and adjust your goals as your needs change. Well, there are a lot of decisions to be made, but remember, while the other guy is sleeping, you are putting in the work. A strong portfolio won't happen overnight, and it definitely won't happen by accident.